We now return to Let's Play Townsmen. Okay, so, I guess this episode we are going to, let me check this real quick, we're probably not going to make 100 of those, but we're going to make the attempt, at least, for getting, turn this off real quick, for getting our, the ability to make sausages out of this? No, wrong one. Also the wrong one. Also the wrong one. What the frick does that sausage make? There we go. This guy needs another worker. Okay, we're going to make the attempt at creating a barracks and set up the whole yeah, stuff and things. What am I... Where are my guys? I guess we could probably turn one off here. Okay. Smoldering building. We just... Oh, it's this one. We just built that damn thing. Townsboro is gone. Satisfaction is down. Because we are overly taxing them. That's okay. We'll just do that again. Pigs are needed. Yes. I just turned this back on, so hopefully that'll begin. You know, I could just go ahead and repair it, because keeping them repaired, I should say, does indeed help with the production value. And to that end, perhaps I should actually build a carpenter at this point, so we can just have that done, because we are getting a lot of smoldering buildings, and we are also kind of in a position where I'm going to need lots more people, basically. I'm going to need the efficiency to maintain certain levels of everything, and this is really getting on my nerves a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys going a little bit further, a little bit faster. I do have quite a bit of cash now. I could, well, I can increase my tax rate. If we go to Desires Decorations, why don't we go ahead and plunk down one of these more expensive ones, since I now have the ability to do so. What is this? It's just some kind of... I don't even know. I don't even know what, but it's not worth very much. We could do graveyard walls. We could do a plaza. No, we can't. We need a monastery. Flower beds? I could put some flower beds down. Maybe just kind of spruce it up a little bit around here. Apparently not there, because that must be touching something that... I guess I can't put it there. Man, the awkwardness of where I can and cannot put these things. Pigs are desperately needed. Oh, we could put a gallows down. Just some gothic archway here. Kind of at the end, right near the pigs, because that totally fits in right there. Really just doesn't... I mean, there? Okay, we'll put that there. Let's see, just for curiosity. Not by much. Not by much at all. That's okay. We're not super worried about that. So I got tons of money. I don't know why we're not bringing that in. Mostly because we probably don't have the workers to be bringing that in. Building stock full continues to come at me, so that probably means that I am not... I need to get my thing in here. Okay, before we lose this guy, I need to get my people in. Perhaps I've got too many grapes. It's really not a big thing for me right now. Could do gold, or I could start saving the gold. If I start saving the gold, then we can totally get rid of these, though, for whatever that's worth. Not much, to be honest. I mean, the value of this now is, I mean, we should just be selling grapes or meat or something. We're definitely full up on food, though. I do appreciate that. Stone. Stone needs a thing. We need you to repair to stone. So we got 5 now. That means I can turn back on some of the sleepers. We don't necessarily need this one. This requires what? It's overcrowded. Okay, so we need to go for another entertainment building real quick, which is kind of unfortunate because that means we're just basically wasting everything. How big is this? That is big, but I could nail down that, I guess, since we're probably not going to build too much. Religion building is overcrowded. Alright, alright. Let's do a contest ground since that's reasonable, I guess. I was going to put a barracks over here, but maybe we'll just kind of put that out of town. Yeah, fine. We'll put that contest building here. This will be entertainment row, and then we'll do religious buildings. We have a church, but I don't have... Do we just need another church? I don't really care for that. Oh, I need exactly that, but improved needs buildings. What? I don't have that. I don't think that's available to me. Improved processing. Oh man, that's not until level 15. We're almost to level 11 though. So it would be cool if I could find a quest. We're going to need a lot more of that. And this is just never going to happen. So, we'll just have to wait until something pops up. In the meantime, we can go ahead and get that running. And I did need another one, so we'll probably do that. And then that leaves me with 2. So let's see how big this barracks is going to be. It's considerable. But we can put it out here, and that's fine. The barracks, you know, its circle thing, I think indicates the towers that it can supply, which means not much of anything anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of these trees, seeing as how we kind of don't need them right now. And that is apparently... There's something hidden back there. Oh, joy. I mean, well, I mean, that's within range, or is it? Get out of there. Just out of range. Well, time to demolish it then. Okay, and we will instead build another fisher's hut. Where the hell is it? Maybe we'll just build this a little bit closer so it's within the range. I'm actually kind of surprised it's within range at all there. Right there. Still out of range. That's great, but that's where it will be because I... Yeah. Okay. This. Back to this. I guess we'll have to demolish more trees. Which is not super helpful. Town is what? Burning buildings. Town is ablaze. We need to extinguish the fires fast before it spreads all over town. Yeah. That I agree with. Is the game borking me here? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are all within the range and radius of this guy. Whether he will make it there in time or not, I don't know. Won't get to there. This guy is not doing his task. New quest tools produced. Okay, we'll probably not be doing that either. Wanna maybe come take care of this just a little bit? Anybody? I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on since we have excessive amounts. Actually, let's lower this down because I need to come in here. That is what's... All fires have been extinguished. Cancel this. Let's go cancel this. 25. Level 11. New research unlocked. I want increased building protection. That's from banditry. Let's... I mean, I'm going to have to get them all. Is that the only one? That's the only one. Okay, well, I guess we begin researching. This is new as well. Higher quest rewards. Oh, piss. Can I cancel? Can I cancel? Can I cancel? Ah, damn it. Where the hell was that? Here. Shit. Well, I mean, it's quest rewards, not research, so that's not going to do me any good at all anyway. Oh, right, yes. Back in here, that stupid tree stump is the only thing in my way, I think. I just want a damn barracks, that's all I want. Right there. Satisfaction's down, because of course it is. Taxes is too high. But not high enough that they are unwilling to pay really high prices for stuff. So we don't necessarily need that. I've got a lot of crap. Actually, what's the jeweler gonna take? The goldsmith, excuse me. Put that down within town here somewhere, right? Now I know I'm dividing myself, so let's go ahead and turn. Well, it doesn't really matter. They'll take them. We've got 4 here. We are suffering from brew, so I'm gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna repair this as well, since we've got a scratch lying around. I'm not sure what that will do for me exactly. Does not appear to have affected prices whatsoever. We'll do a brew. We'll get like 20 brew. So we'll take care of that. That'll boost satisfaction greatly. We don't need this much wool. And I saw prices are outrageously low, and they've continued to go low, so we will not be doing that. Should I just... Nope, because I'm just now building jewelry, so we're not going to do that. Charcoal could probably do with about half. Grapes, we seem to be able to get rid of a few. Meat could probably take care of itself for a while, but I think we'll stabilize it just a little bit. We don't need much more of anything else. And I suppose I could begin just purchasing 4 quests. We need 60 sausage, so maybe I should buy these before? If I buy these now, I don't need to use them for my troops. I will need to use them for troops once we build them. Or I could just get this many. What would 49 tools cost me? Merchant bonus. Tools. A lot. So we're looking to... Oh no, we need 50 total. 50 total. Wait, what? Hold on a minute. We need produced, so I couldn't buy them anyway. But this we could do. So 60 sausage and 45 bread. Bread. 45 bread. 800. And then sausage for 60. So pretty much all of it. You know what? I'm okay with this. I mean, the prices are awful, but just to make this happen for the quests, I'm willing to do it. So let's do that. And we need 45 breads. Ooh, just in time. I didn't think about that. Okay. We just completed a quest. Yay, as the townie just said. So that's hurt me deeply, but you know, we could probably, I mean, why really would we want to spend so much of this for nothing? But we could probably take it down a bit. I guess we've sold plenty, but okay, well, we'll just get a little bit more in there anyway. Because one thing that's not being done is spending money on this stuff, which is bad. So this will be built up, but then it won't. Has this been making noise like that before? My tax situation is perfectly okay, though. I mean, if we really need to, we can just boost that up for quite some time, I feel, and we can recoup my losses. So, what do I want to spend the prestige on? Oh, good, a thunderstorm. Is there a quest for prestige? Not really, no. Smoldering buildings. You again? Didn't I just fucking build you? This is where this is hurting me. Tribute of stone and tools. Well, we could do that. This is where this is hurting me to lower it down so much, is that we no longer have the money. You working in the barracks, I don't think I need you just yet. So I'm going to lower you. Now let's go find ourselves the guard towers. Guard towers, very acceptable. So... interesting. It's glowing that. I was just seeing if I could get to a range where it... where it would show where it supplies. So I suppose if I put one here... Task failed, I know. Let's build a tower here. And that will be within range, and then it will cover a lot of my buildings down here. And this is basically how protection works. So this supplies your towers. With what exactly, I'm not entirely sure, because I think these guys will add workers there to protect. Maybe these guys provide better weaponry and something or other. So anyway, the guard towers will protect the buildings within their radius. And so you want multiples, obviously, as best you can. But I'm pretty sure they do not have to be within the radius of your barracks, because I have achieved that in the tutorial missions, where I just had towers out, and I was constantly getting the message that my tower was not supported or could not be supplied or something like that. Something to that effect. Okay, so now we should be building jewelry, which will go to the markets, which the housewives will buy, and they will appreciate that, and it will be all good. It will increase their satisfaction again, so I can just maintain this very, very high level of taxation. Good for us. We've not out-hunted all of this, which is good. I feel, though, like I could perhaps put another gold mine down here. I mean, he keeps screaming for gold ore, but I'm thinking more in terms of using it for sell points. Although, again, I'm very curious how the market works. I did not look through the documentation. We can look through that together right now, actually. It's in here, and let's go to trade and money. Taxes, treasury, trade. Stock is limited. Use the trade guild to automate trade. You can set up trade orders and do pre-selected trades. Yeah, see, this doesn't say whether or not the price changes according to buying and selling. Again, if that were in the game, pretty cool. It would just be nice to be told that. I don't mind that mechanic in the game. I like it. When I did my patrician series, I liked that a lot in there, and that's a very very interesting element in that game. But, again, could I be told? Where are these guys going? They're just on patrol, it looks like. He's not going to the barracks, he's just checking things out. Oh, wait, you need repairs? You need repairs. Speaking of repairs... yeah, we don't need that many. In fact, we don't need any, because we don't have any guys who are going to be hurting us. So let's do a carpenter shop just to kind of get that out there. Maybe I should start a little deforestation. I don't really need to. We can just put that right there. Smoldering building. See, that's probably research complete. Now that's the last one I can do. Yep. So it looks like we keep doing the same things up to certain levels. So I apparently have done higher quest rewards before, and now it's back down on the list. Ones that are only one are done. One and done's up at the top. That makes sense. So what is max level then? 37, 38, 40? So it looks like you go to 40. Okay, yeah, and I guess it shows you once it's checked that's max level. Decreased selling prices, decreased buying prices. With this research, traveling merchants now sell their goods cheaper. Okay. But that doesn't indicate to me... Like right now it's being affected by -10 because... for no reason that I can determine. Weird. There's no other real statistic to tell me. Guard tower coverage is almost 50%. So if I built myself, say, another tower over here, it would probably cover most of the town. That doesn't look like 50% to me, but let's see. Maybe I can just, for the sake of it, put one down. It was in here. Yes, it was. And then, boy, I don't even know where I would put it. I guess I could put it in the town, because this doesn't really cover a lot. Whatever. Obviously, I don't need to do that at the moment. Satisfaction is iffy. Why? Tax rate is at 200%, but that's not having any real impact. Needs are water. Apparently, we don't have enough water. So I guess I could build another well. Build another well, thank you. That's under you. And we'll just plunk that out in the middle of here, I guess. Yeah? Yeah, okay. It can just go there because, frankly, I've got no other reason to not plunk it down because I'm not continuing beyond this episode. And into the fall. Fall still needs brew. We were not making brew yet. Grape plantation needed. Oh, because it's not... What? What? Oh, because they're dead? I think that's what it means. There are no grapes here. It's fall. So we can go ahead and turn that off and turn them into workers. Make them a little bit more useful for myself. In fact, what I should probably do at some point is, just for the sake of it, and we haven't had any, boy, at the risk of regretting saying this, we haven't had illness yet. Wait a minute? Oh, I thought this was attached to the... But don't they do? Okay. I guess I could expend some of my prestige. This would increase, looks like, production and open up a workers. I'm curious if this does this forever. Like if this is a permanent upgrade, or if it's just this upgrade for this farm in particular. I imagine that's the case, but it does seem like this is where this breaks down, because in a mobile game this would be your pay-to-win money here. You would do this so that you could improve, because if it's building by building, that's really crap. Let's go ahead and build this, though. Now it's updated, and I got a new quest. Sausage produced. I have to produce that. This is up and down, left, sideways. We'll never make these, which is too bad. But I'm already halfway. Well, a third. I'm a third of the way. And this was the carpenter, and this guy, I don't know. Can I see? He must just have infinite range. Gold ore needed. Yes, yes. So I think once I've built this and I've got one guy in there, I'll have an extra guy and I'll just plunk down another mine. There's 1,000 gold hanging out in that mine. This one's got 300 left. So just a few things left to do here. Okay. Now this can't be done in the winter. And these, do these grow right now? I want to say no, but these also haven't died yet. So I just said I was gonna make that. Oh, did I have an extra one? Where did I get the extra population from? Okay, before we do that then, let me... it's not the monastery. I do have the goldsmith going correct. I'm going to have to look at that. Where the hell? Infirmary. Uses that to cure villagers. Let's build this before we regret not having it. It looks like I'm going to have to maybe chop out some trees. I mean, I kind of anticipated having to deforest a little bit of this area. So we'll just do that now. Get it a little bit closer to the road, and there we go. Go ahead and double build on that. Now, I can put those back in, though, right? Yes, I can. Costs money to do it, but I can do it. If I so choose. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna... that is absolutely not what I'm checking. I needed to check this so I could see my levels of everything. We've got plenty of grapes and charcoal out the wazoo. We've got plenty of gold. I was more interested in jewelry. I've got jewelry. So that should be all satisfaction. The happiness is incredibly high for everything. Jewelry, clothes, we need a little bit more religion. Probably another tavern. Well, no, we need brew, and then we'd have 100%, and then we just need to spam decorations, and we'd have 100% everything, and I could maintain this level of whatever. So, I could also increase my tax revenue if I decided to increase these guys. Costs a bit more to do that. It takes longer, an hour longer for it to decay. So that's the trade-off. And that makes me think it is a house-by-house thing where you spend your stuff to upgrade it. So, cool. We're missing some wood, so I can probably turn off one of you and turn you back on. And we'll get that going again. And then we'll fill up in wood because I will have nothing to spend it on, and then blah, 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 blah. In fact, I could probably turn this off since we've got so much damn charcoal. And we'll just keep going like that. Cool. So, I think we're pretty much approaching the end here of all of this. Price has gone way down for this. It's not good anymore. This is stabilized, it looks like. Unfortunately, I have nothing here. We got one more guy so I can build that thing. I kind of want to hang on to these, but there's no reason to. So we'll just sell it for dirt cheap because it's just byproduct right now anyway. And I guess we can go ahead and buy brew for a bit. And then we'll, as a last little thing, we will put that here. Oh, that's not where I wanted to put that at all. It was not built... It's built on the rock, but it's not built on that. So I would have been mining stone only, not the gold. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, I think we've kind of reached the end here of what I wanted to accomplish. We didn't show combat, but really combat is nothing to show. It's not like, an army comes in and then there's the positioning of your troops and all that. It is literally these watchmen will wander around, and if you've got a bandit who goes to a building, he will enter the building, there'll be a little bit of a fight, and whoever loses will exit, and then you either save the day or you get your butt kicked and then stuff gets stolen from you. So it's not really even battles, it's just fending off raids. Yeah, exactly, boring. But yeah, I'm actually I'm on the fence about this one. By all appearances, and based upon the fact that it is mobile derived, it would seem like it's a kind of a casual game, and it is. As far as city builders go, this is not overly complex, and really with brew production and maybe another chapel, like we could basically build everything and then we'd be done. And that's kind of how that is. You just fill it in. The challenge for the game, obviously, then is facing banditry, and you've got to just spill that. But it's basically just build more is the formula for this game. um, but as far as what it is, I kind of like it. I like the way that the chains work. Not necessarily so much the some of the resource requirements or the limited availability of certain resources. This carpenter actually seems to be doing his job. It's at least creating a little bit more of an extended period of time before these things collapse. But I mean, the what do I want to say? The maintenance, I guess, is kind of annoying. It adds a little bit of artificial longevity to the game just for that reason, because you're constantly going back to kind of pick up again. And I would like definitely better documentation, even just on the web. Never mind, in the game, just having an actual wiki that told me better information as far as ratios and supply and all that stuff. Might be a little bit more helpful that way to plan out what I need, and how many damn crops am I going to need to feed some pigs, and use that for bread. And I guess you just feel it out, because once they stop complaining, then you're done, then you've got enough. But that doesn't seem that seems just a little too casual for my taste. But whatever. Yeah. So really, I mean, there are design choices that I feel they did really well. Things that they put into the game to incentivize you to replay it, to basically force the player to do certain things in a sort of non-intrusive way. I think it's kind of clever, but there are things that are a little bit clunky. Especially the interface is super cumbersome. I don't much care for that. The buildings themselves could be a little bit more informative and not have so many damn tabs that don't do so much. And the upgrade thing, I'm still not really super impressed with, because this is not the mobile version of the game, so that's unnecessary to have premium type currency still in there, or at least stuff that is super difficult to attain. These ridiculous quests. Oh, well, maybe I should just buy a bunch of tools and get that done. That's $250. That would be pretty good. These seem to be scaling. I mean, obviously so are the requirements, but it's good that the game is also scaling to my level, which is a nice touch. And this is kind of a cool thing, too. The fact that seasons do have impact. They do change. I do very much enjoy that. This is nothing. Oh, yeah. So this whole time, you can actually come in here and we can rename the town. Completely unnecessary, because all this really does is show up when you're saving the game. It replaces the town name when you have when you've saved. It'd be nice to just have it hanging out, even unnecessarily, just sort of be there so that it matters. I don't know. This is not a perfect game, but compared to some games, especially mobile derived, I think it's pretty decent. Now, I had mentioned that this is a series. I think this is I mean, obviously, Kingdom Rebuilt. This is a revised version of the first game, one would assume. The only other game that I have experienced / even recognize by name is Townsmen 6, which looks to be set sort of in the French Revolutionary period. It would be interesting to see if they will release a revised version of that as well, because I would definitely be willing to play that. you know, obviously there are a ton of other maps we could be playing on, and the hardest one appears to be a winter map, which I guess is probably permanent winter because it's set in like an Arctic zone or something like that. So that's its own level of challenge that might be interesting to try out. You'd probably have to subsist purely on hunting and maybe ice fishing. I don't know, but you know, this game has a lot of interesting little quirks, and there is a dark spot here that I cannot tell if it's a cloud or if it's just the discoloration of your buildings. Whatever. Yeah, so this carpenter, definitely a good idea. I should have built this a long time ago. I haven't had anything pop up for a while, which is nice. But so anyway, yeah, I mean, it's a game that I think I would play again, but definitely not for Let's Playing. I'd play it again purely so I could keep leveling up, but again, like, what's the purpose? Other than just building a town, like taking my time, building a town, sort of curating it, you know, just putting things down and adding these little decorations, and you know, it would take forever because you gotta wait for the money to build up and all that stuff. But if I was just using it as sort of like a casual veg out sort of thing, yeah, I would totally play this again in my own time. I'm trying to just plunk this down somewhere to do it. I don't want to put that. I can't put that there because that's the land bridge. Really? I mean, this is annoying too. Okay, meditative pond. I think I just destroyed a dog. But yeah, it's not a bad game. Not as bad as I was expecting, and honestly, not as frustrating as it first seemed. There's a little bit getting started with the game that is a little hectic, especially if you've got raiding going, and then you've got, you know, you get set back with the raiding. The raiding is probably the more annoying part, but maybe that's just my personal interpretation / preference, because I do not like combat in any of my city building games. I mean, the Impressions games I would also just completely ignore it because you know, you're one game or the other. I do appreciate adding stuff like that into a game just to kind of expand it a little bit, and it does add another little aspect beyond just plunking things down, but at the same time, like, unless you're going to make a full-on RTS system that is half the game or a third of the game or a fourth of the game or whatever, I just don't feel the need to have stuff like that. It's just kind of annoying. You know, when I'm focusing on my supply chains and the maths and all that and laying out and all that stuff, and then a raid comes in and then sets me back an hour of work, that's kind of annoying. But anyway, I think that's probably time to end the series. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next Let's Play.